Hey, welcome back. My name is Yubi. I'm your astro-friendly Latina therapist, and this is Tarot My Becoming. These are mid-monthly readings for November 2025. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and South Node. I've included South Node energy because, you know, at least I particularly look at two sides of everything. I'm a Libra rising. Like I can see things in a different way. So like all the Libras do. It didn't feel right to just only focus on the North Node and not the South Node. Just, yeah. Entertain it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, right? These are general readings. And so if you are called to this message, maybe it was just, you know, the sign that you were entertaining. It could be the message, the title of it, which I don't know what it is yet. But maybe there's something in here for you. Maybe it's just a little piece of it. Could be the whole thing. Maybe it doesn't apply to you at all. Don't make it fit. Take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. All right. Hopefully you joined me for Café con Tarot. Not this Sunday, but the Sunday before, which for me was yesterday, but for you, it'll be in 2 weeks. I am using the Beyond the Maria Oracle deck. That's why I bring it up, because I talk about it a little bit more. I'm feeling it a little more, and I'm also using the Crystal Visions Tarot, which I use that particular Sunday. So, welcome. This message is for Sagittarius. Let's see, where are you going for the mid-monthly readings? November. Here we go, Saggy. Oh, that was quick. Ooh, Beyond the Mind. Ooh, definitely tapping into spirit with this one. Your third eye, even beyond, like crown chakra all the way up. So beyond your mind, definitely going within. I mean, Saggies, you're naturally ¿cómo se llama? I mean, you're very philosophical, right? You're always looking at different ways of doing things. I mean, I resonate a lot with Saggies because I'm also a Gemini sun, Gemini Venus, a lot of Gemini in my chart. I've got stellium in Gemini. But my opposite sign is Sagittarius, right? And so, again, there's this feeling of like being able to do both, being able to look at the bigger picture, very adventurous. But let's see what the message is. So beyond the mind, you're being asked to look beyond, which again, you're a natural wanderer. So in the physical realm, right? You're a natural wanderer in the physical realm, but because you're tied to Gemini, the opposite energy, right? Gemini is all about your thoughts. It's about your mind, right? So it's also about being able to be the explorer in your mind, right? Which is why philosophy can make sense for you, can resonate with you, being able to travel in your mind. So how are you presenting yourself to me? Doing a Celtic cross, Saggies. How are you presenting yourself to me? How are you presenting yourself to me, Saggies? How are you presenting yourself to me, Saggies? How are you presenting yourself? Oh, there you are. The Hanged Man. Looking at life from another perspective. The Hanged Man intentionally puts himself in hangman mode. Oftentimes, if you're feeling stuck, oftentimes, yeah. See, this one, it looks a little like even exhausted. There's this feeling of it. Look at his face. There's this feeling of exhaustion, right? In light, the other ones, he doesn't look so exhausted. Yeah, even the enlightenment feels like still at a distance, but it's looking at life in another perspective, right? It's asking you to look beyond the mind, beyond, I mean, you're literally flipped upside down so that you're not using your mind with the way that you've been looking at things, right? Let's see, what's your crossing energy? Saggies, your crossing energy. Ace of Pentacles, a new idea, a new opportunity. It's, I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is often to blah, blah, blah. It's a circle, right? So there's like marriage associated with partnership, but it's something new. It's an opportunity. This is basically what it is. It's just an opportunity. It's potential, and it's your crossing energy. So that means that it's asking you to consider this opportunity. It's asking you to look at it from another perspective, maybe. How are you, what energy are you actually tapping into, right? Because I mentioned this with Cancerians in the previous message, that the energy that you're presenting to me as is different than the energy you're actually tapping into, because you could be presenting yourself as like the King of Cups, but you could be the Page of Cups is the actual energy you're tapping into. So there is a difference. The energy you're actually tapping into. The energy you're actually tapping into, Saggies. 2 cards. The Empress. Ooh. The 2 of Pentacles. You are definitely you've birthed something, right? Or you're in the process of birthing something. And the 2 of Pentacles, balance, right? So you're definitely tapping into your feminine energy. You're definitely tapping into this ability to navigate and balance things, which is great. And it's earth energy, right? The 2 of Pentacles is being able to balance what's going on around you, and embracing the Empress energy. This is lovely. Ooh, Saggies. Why are you being, now I'm curious about like, why the Hangman mode? Like, okay, what's the hidden energy? So the hidden energy is an energy that you have not yet tapped into. Now, do you have to tap into it? No. It could be helpful, but it could also just be something like, hey, watch out, like don't tap into this energy, right? So that's why it's hidden. Ooh, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. It's also about rules and structures and like the seriousness. It's also spirituality, right? The rules and regulations around that. It's the hidden energy. And so I'm curious about how, you know, this may play out for you. Maybe it's something because you're in Hangman mode. So you're having to reconsider or you're thinking you have to reconsider. I mean, gosh, you're the Empress right now. You're tapping it. It's like, who wouldn't want to be the Empress right now, right? You're tapping into feminine energy. The Hangman mode. What are you walking away from? I need more information here. What are you walking away from, Saggies? Like, why is the Hierophant in the hidden energies? I mean, even for you, very philosophical. Like, why is that hidden? Like, is it because you need to tap into it? Is it because maybe there's too much pentacly or in creation? You're walking away from the 7 of Wands. You're walking away from having to protect yourself from other people's thoughts and feelings and opinions about you and what you're doing, and how you're presenting maybe. And so you're walking away from arguments, from opinions, from other people's perspectives of you, right? What are you walking towards? I mean, even that 7 of Wands is a very powerful energy, because it's like, I know what I know and I know what I believe in, and like what you say isn't going to take me down. Ooh, the Devil. Why are you walking towards the Devil? Where are you walking towards the Devil? I mean, it could also be Capricorn energy. Maybe you're walking towards a Capricorn. Maybe you're walking more towards work. Maybe you're making some decisions that are taboo. Maybe you're walking towards, maybe okay. Let's keep going. Let's see what else. Because I mean, the Devil energy could also be shadow, right? it could also be shadow. It could be addictions. It could be taboo stuff, right? Let's get some more information. I mean, it feels like this one feels like it's just like unfolding, like surprisingly. What is the situation around you? What is your environment like, Saggies? What's going on around you? What's happening, Saggies? What is happening? What's around you right now? What's the energy? The moon. I'm not being told what the energy is. Your heart. I mean, it's not about your heart. I feel like this is like, I'm not being shown. Something is being hidden. I mean, damn it, you're like the Empress. What's going on with you? You're like not wanting me to see. Like there's this hopes. All right, I'm gonna do some clarification because, you know, soy chismosa. I'm curious. I want to know what's happening. Hopes for you, Saggies. Okay, let's pretend I'm not gonna look at anything because you know I am. But what's the hopes with all this? And then I'll go back and clarify. What's the hopes? Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears with this new way of looking at life. I mean, the Ace of Wands. Okay. You're wanting to get some inspiration. I mean, you've created something for yourself. Like you're balanced. Like, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like when you've achieved something. You know what this reminds me of? Damn it, I don't have it anymore. For you, for your monthly readings. I'm pretty sure it was you. Damn it. No, let me look. Pretty sure it was you, Sagittarius. Yeah, this makes sense. Let me look it up. I want to make sure. I'm pretty sure Sagittarius. Yes, from the mountaintop for the November reading. For you, what came out was from the mountaintop starts a new journey. From the mountaintop starts a new journey, right? You're the Empress, the Two of Pentacles, like you got your shit together. But once you get to the top, there's a new journey that you're having to follow. There's a new, maybe there was something, right, that was hidden that you didn't see, right? A new healing or new challenge, a new vice. Maybe you are being challenged, right? To look at your situation, the Hangman, to look at your situation again, and to look at it from a different perspective. It's an opportunity to look at this at a different perspective, right? Which is why I just feel like, I'm like, what? Why? I mean, you're the Empress, right? You've birthed something, you've created something, you're tapping into your feminine energy, you're having shit balanced, right? But you're being called to look at it from another perspective, that there's an opportunity coming. It could be to tap into an aspect of yourself that maybe you missed, or just whatever new challenges are being brought up, right? After walking away. Like, I mean, there's clearly challenges because there's people around you that we're calling your attention, like, hey, there's something here. And again, you don't have to pay attention to them. Like, this is you saying, no, I'm standing my ground, right? But you're being asked to look at something from a different perspective, right? Because there's some shadow stuff that's happening, something hidden that's happening that we're not seeing, right? And you're having and then the hidden energy is spirituality. It's also rules and regulations. It's the structure. So maybe there's something in the structure aspect of what you've created that needs your attention, that needs to be revisited, that needs to be cleared out for, you know, something new to get inspired to be created, right? Oftentimes when we create something new, sometimes there's like, there's always tweaking. That's the thing. Like, we're never done. We're never done. When we achieve something, there's always going to be something else that clarifies, or you want more tweaking. You're just tweaking. That's all you're doing, just tweaking, right? So whatever you've created, there's this element of tweaking, right? Or maybe something new wants to be birthed out of this experience. So your hope is that, you know, you're going to achieve whatever this new thing is that you're needing to achieve. You're going to achieve looking at this from a different perspective, even after you've achieved what you have achieved. So what are your fears with this process? Saggies, what are your fears with this process? What are your, oh, 2 cards. Your fears. 10 of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Let's see, look at how your fears. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. You know, Saggies. You're the wanderer. You want to feel free. You want to be liberated, right? You want to know that you can roam when you want to roam, right? For the most part. Or that's what you're learning how to do, how to be comfortable roaming. There's this fear of either getting everything that you're wanting, right? Or feeling like, I don't want to say commitment is what you're fearing. It could be like the stability, you know, I mean, when you have a lot and you have everything that you've created, right? Sometimes there's this fear that you might lose it, or that you're going to get everything that you want. There's, you know, with more that you achieve, there's also greater risk. There's, you know, like the duality of stuff, right? And then the Page of Pentacles. So again, it's like from the Ace of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands, right, where it's your hope. So it's definitely some sense of like stability, some sense of maybe it's a family. Maybe you're afraid of, you know, whatever it is that you've created for yourself, right? Maybe the challenge has been because this is something that you're wanting and you're afraid that you're not going to get it, or you're just afraid of like the responsibilities of, you know, this thing that you're considering, that you're the impact of that, right? The 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment, and there could be just fear around how you're going to achieve the emotional fulfillment, because everything else feels like it's pentacles, it's wands, right? It's like the tangible stuff, and there's like conflict. So the 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment. The fear could be that you're not going to reach emotional fulfillment with everything you've created. If we're entertaining the previous message, the monthly message, right, from the mountaintop starts a new journey, I think is what I called it. Then there's this fear like, well, will I ever achieve what I really want? Maybe there's a lack mentality within you. Maybe that's what you're having to reevaluate, right? The Hangman, right? That's probably why you're in Hangman mode, maybe, is, are you revisiting, like, are you taking this opportunity to look at what you've created in a different perspective so that it doesn't feel like it's a lack mentality, which also, again, it's shadow energy, right? When you're looking at something in that way. And you know, reevaluate and or redefine the rules and regulations of what success means to you, right? Because it just feels like you're in search of something, right? You're fighting for something. You've already created something, but there's something that's hidden, and it could be just that perception, right? The way that you're looking at your success. What's the outcome? The outcome for my Saggies. What's the outcome for my Saggies? I'm doing quite well. Jump out. Don't hold back. Saggies. I mean, the overall energy, the oracle card is beyond the mind, right? And so don't allow your mind to limit, you know, go beyond what you can see. I mean, look at this. Even there's like, her eyeballs are closed, but then there's eyeballs in the background. Kind of looks a little scary, but look, there's 2 eyes right here. Like going beyond what you can see, right? So looking beyond what you've created, right? Getting another type of perspective. Overall outcome. The 9 of Pentacles, right? So again, it's like satisfaction with what you've created. Satisfaction that you are living in abundance, right? And this one almost is like Leo energy as well, because, well, I mean, it's a tiger, not a lion, but still there's this element of like, I have tamed the beast within me, right? There's masculine and feminine energy with this particular card. Pentacles are usually feminine energy because it's earth energy, but there's a peacock. There's a peacock right now. And peacocks, this particular type of peacock, the one with the colorful, ¿cómo se llama? Las plumas, the feathers. That's masculine. And so it's this, and there's what, look, my God, oh my God. All the elements are in this one. In this particular card, all the elements are in this one. There's water, there's earth, there's almost fire with the tiger, like the roarness of it, and then there are birds in the background, air energy. Yeah, so it's the outcome is having everything that you need, having the satisfaction that you have everything you need. Let's do 3 cards of advice. Let's do 3 cards of advice. Yeah, I think that double got clarified. And it's just the perception, right? Something that you're not seeing, and it's your perception. It's sometimes how we look at something is hard to pay attention to or like point out, which is why we put ourselves in hangman mode, is to gain awareness, right? And that's, yeah. And you're walking towards the devil energy, meaning there's awareness, right? I mean, even in that picture, like she's exposed. I'm not gonna show it again because I don't want to get in trouble, but she's exposed. She's exposed, right? It's no longer hidden. She's exposed, which is a different, I mean, usually this picture in this particular deck talks about temptation. But I'm not getting a sense of temptation here. I'm getting exposure. I'm getting more of exposure. One of the cards that came out is the Page of Cups. So self-love energy in this particular deck. She's looking at those cups. She's meditating. She's taking that time away from all that noise around her, right? And tapping into herself. And even, again, her eyes are closed. So there's like this element of going beyond the mind, meditating, getting a different perspective. 2 more cards of advice, please. 2 more cards of advice for my Saggies. King of Wands. Yeah, I mean, your hope was the Ace of Wands, but again, Leo energy, right? Not being afraid to walk this path, tapping into the strength aspect of, I mean, dude, you're a fire sign, King of Wands, right? Tapping into the fire within you, that you can do this, that you can achieve this. 1 more, please. Oh, there it goes. Temperance. It's going to take time. You're going to need patience. Saggies, you're going to need patience. Patience is our friend. You're going to need patience to really go through this experience. And look, there's like fire and water, and again, the elements, right? Fire, water, how she's mixing the energies, right? She's mixing you with the emotional experience to gain fulfillment with what you have created. Let's look at Beyond the Mind and see what the message is there for you. 2020. Beyond the Mind, thinking with the heart, being present, heart and mind connection, meditation, the bliss of being, quieting the monkey mind, fathoming the unfathomable, finding happiness within, going beyond intellectual limitation. Take a step outside your mind-based concerns or limitations. Looking at things in an overly logical way will hinder you and obstruct access to your superpowers. You may be transfixed by a past experience. The past may be running you and making your mind spin so you cannot see what is really in front of you. Consider what your heart and your gut are telling you. Step back and clear your mind. Meditate in your own way. Contemplate what the situation at hand would feel like if you released all fears and worries. Are these concerns even yours? Let's see if that's the end of it. Yes, it is. So again, it's asking you to take a different perspective, right? The hangman mode. Look at what is, holding you back or feeling hidden. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity. right? Gotta take it? No, you don't have to take it. But it is nudging you to take this opportunity to go within, to silence the noises outside of you, within you and outside of you, right? Which is what you're walking away from, tapping into that fire energy that you already innately have, and look at what is not being hidden from you, right? And it's how you're perspecting, how you're looking at your situation, right? And knowing that, yes, there is emotional fulfillment on the horizon, right? You have the ability to access all of the elements and feel at peace with what you've created. And more will come. Like if there's this feeling of like not enough, more will come. We're always expanding, we're always growing. And so don't let these limiting beliefs hold you back, Sagittarius. Hit the like button if this made sense for you, or if it was helpful. Share it for someone who may be struggling or experiencing this, and maybe you've been tired of telling them if you're a cross watcher. Let me know in the comment section what resonated for you, and then don't forget to join me for Café con Tarot on Sundays. So Saggies, all right, you got this, you can do this, you're a fire sign, come on. Until next time.